It's yoga time. Yoga, yoga, toga. We need it now more than ever. I just read the message from the mirror. Okay, so here we are. I am trying something new today. I'm going to post this to my YouTube channel specifically because it is taking me hours right now to get the email out to all of you with the audio. It just cannot send. And this has been a problem just because of the size of the file and the flood of people that are on the internet right now. It's just, I think, a combination of a few things. So today I'm just going to upload this to YouTube, and you're just going to see black on the screen, obviously, but you'll hear my voice, and hopefully this will save me oodles and oodles of time, which will make my kids so happy, which will make me so happy. So today, we're going to work on some detox stuff. We're going to do a little bit of twisting, and then I'm going to end with Yoga Nidra, guided meditation, and remembering that we're all combining our yoga with walking and hopefully a little bit of weightlifting if you have weights at home. If you don't, try to grab some of those online. And remembering that you can take bits and pieces of all of your yoga and do those at any time. And if it's hard to remember, then just put little notes around your house of like, stand here and do tree. So if you're in the bathroom brushing your teeth, you can stand there and practice tree. What I really hope happens for everyone is that you stay really consistent with working on your balancing, working on your breath, and your core strength. Balance, breath, core strength. Flexibility is important, as we know, but the reality is that you're not moving as much as you normally would be, and stretching is a little harder when you're not all warmed up. So just really pay attention to things that you can do even when you're not warmed up, like working on your balancing, which also builds core strength. So that's my little tidbit for today. I also took a video of my altar that I really hope all of you guys receive. That one I did do on my phone, so I'm trying to email that. It's only like 4 minutes long, and it's stuck in, I don't know, the la la land of internet world. So that is coming today too, I hope. Let's start out standing at the top of our mats. And let's bring left hand to heart center and right hand on top. And close your eyes. Let yourself be as still as possible. And then take a big breath in through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. Big breath in. Exhale through your mouth. 3 times the charm. Big breath in. And then get nice and still, keeping your eyes closed. And just feeling yourself in this space. Noticing life around you. And just imagining that as you stand here, you are in a clear bubble. And you can still hear what's happening around you. You can still see, once your eyes are open again, what's happening around you. But that bubble is holding you in a place of protection. And the only things allowed in this bubble are ease and peace. I read something or heard something yesterday, and I had to write it down to remind myself. And it goes like this: your happiness is the medicine the world needs. Your happiness is the medicine the world needs. When you allow yourself to find a place of peace, happiness resides there. And then simply feeling that, just that alone, is medicine. If you feel like it's really hard to feel a place of peace and happiness, reach out and tell me. Reach out and tell someone. I'm having a hard time finding my happiness right now. And the people who love you will help you find it again. Because it's never lost, it's always within. The sole purpose for why I teach yoga and meditation and healing touch is to help myself and those I love find that place within. The only thing that matters is that you feel good. When you feel good, that radiates out of you. Everything else follows. And now, opening your eyes, bring hands to heart center in Anjali Mudra, letting your thumbs touch your breastbone, your connecting point, right there to your heart center, and then bow to yourself, open your eyes, see yourself here in this space. Imagine you are just emanating light. It doesn't matter how you feel, just imagine you are emanating light and love. Keep your chin tucked to your chest and bring your hands up to give yourself a little massage. So hands on the shoulders, massaging. If you're like me, you have discovered some new aches and pains from being inside. I've also noticed some things that have gotten better from not doing my normal routine. So win-lose, win-lose. Okay, let the hands come up through your neck. Be purposeful. Find places that feel like they need your fingertips. Find your earlobes. And then it's a pinching that you definitely notice. It's like, oop, I feel that. So you're pinching the earlobes and pulling down at the same time. Open and close your mouth a few times. Keep pinching up the edges of the ears. Again, you notice it, you feel it. Come back down, pull on the earlobes again. Open and close your mouth a few times again. Bring the fingertips, the pads of your fingers, to the spot right below your eyes. So where your sinuses are. And let's just bring 2 fingers actually, pointer and middle finger. And you're going to do some really gentle tapping here. And now start to just really gently rub, okay? So you're using those same 2 fingertips, start at the temples. It's really soft, so it's like a really soft touch. Start at the temples, make a U shape so you come under the eyes. And now come up the bridge of the nose, inner eyes, to the eyebrows and back around again. This time come back in. It's like you're making a circle around your eyes, getting to the temples. But this time you'll circle around, go to the temples, and now come all the way down to your chin. Stop at your chin. Inhale, bring the fingertips back up to the middle of the forehead, back down the bridge of your nose, under the eyes, back down to the chin. Release. And now it's like you have some water on your fingertips and you're flicking it away from you. So you have your hands in front of you and you're just flicking away whatever imaginary thing you think is on your fingers. It's just a flicking of the fingers away from you. And now you're going to grab opposite wrists. So you have your hands on the wrists and the palms, and you're rubbing. You're just rubbing the wrists, palms of the hands together. And now really use the fingers to rub as you go up the arms. So you start to come up the forearms, come all the way up to the shoulders. And now give yourself a hug. So you have to really wrap your arms around. And then give yourself a big, big hug. Imagine it's your favorite friend giving you a big hug. And then release, open the arms nice and wide, take a big breath in. And on the exhale, cross your arms opposite of what they were before. Give yourself a big hug again. Pretend like it's your second favorite friend giving you a big, big hug. And then release. And now you're going to flick the wrists in front of you. So we are flicking the fingers in front of us. Now we're flicking our wrists in front of us with the palms facing up. So just flicking the palms or flicking the wrists in front of you. So the elbows bend a little bit as you do that. And now go a little faster. Okay, bring the arms straight out in front of you and now rotate through your wrists. You're going to go one direction nice and slow a few times and then the other. And now you're going to do that again, going both directions, but start to shake your legs. The feet stay planted, but you're just shaking the legs, bringing a little bit of movement into the legs. And now switch direction. You're still rotating through the wrists. And now go back to that flicking of the wrists away from you. You're still shaking the legs. Oh, here comes my cat. He's going to come up and walk all over the keyboards of my computer, and then some rap is going to start playing. Watch. Okay, flicking the wrists. And now come back in. And now just shake the arms down by your sides. Wiggle your jaw. Keep shaking your legs. Really floppy noodle arms right down by your sides. Shake the legs. And now I want you to grab a chair, something that you can hold on to. And you're just going to hold on to that chair or table or whatever you have next to you with your left hand so that you can pick the right foot up or lift the right knee up in front of you and rotate through that ankle. Make sure you don't have something in front of you though, because you're going to do this little bit of gentle flicking of that leg in front of you. So you're rotating through that ankle one way and then the other. Okay, and now you're going to make a circle in front of you with that knee, going counterclockwise. The movement comes from the hip joint. You're just making a circle with that knee in front of you. Counterclockwise. Stop. Clockwise. The circle is about as big as the size of a medium pizza. Okay, now keep that leg lifted. Take a break if you need to and shake out the leg, but keep that leg lifted. And now you're going to do this little flicking away of the foot, but you're not going to do it aggressively. You're just extending that foot in front. Kind of over and over and over. Okay, now you're going to come into a quad stretch on that leg. So take the foot behind you. You're still holding on to a chair or something. Take that foot behind you so you can come into a really gentle quad stretch on the right leg. Release, do that gentle flicking again in front. And now you're going to switch and you're just going to shake that leg or flick the foot to the right. Okay, and then plant that foot. Turn now so that you have your other hand holding on to something so that you can lift the left knee. You can hold that knee, rotate through the ankle one direction. And then the other. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. Okay, and now you're going to make circles in front of you, just imaginary circles in the air in front of you with that knee. Like I said, it's like the size of a medium pizza. It's the first thing that came to my mind. What can I say? Okay, now stop. Go opposite direction. Okay, keep that knee lifted, shake out that leg, take a break if you need to, but now you're just going to very gently flick that foot in front of you. It's just like you're shaking your leg to the front. Coming into that quad stretch now on that leg, so holding the foot behind you, just really gentle. We haven't done much yet. Muscles aren't all that warmed up, just real gentle. Release, and then flicking the foot in front a couple more times, and then to the left. And now you're going to hold on to that table or chair with both hands. It can be in front of you now. We're just going to come into a standing figure 4 stretch. Balance on the left foot, bend the knees, hook the right ankle on top of the left thigh. Keep the right foot flexed, and now sink down and back with the tailbone. You're just coming into that nice figure 4 stretch. Inhale and lift up. Plant the right, bend the knees, left ankle on top of the right thigh, and now sinking down. I said hook. You're not hooking anything. You're just taking the left ankle to the left thigh. Just think of supine pigeon or figure 4, but you're standing up. And now lift up, and you're going to do that 2 more times on each side, and you're just taking an exhale as you sink down. Find the stretch. Inhale, lift up, plant the right, lift the left. Exhale and sink down. Inhale, lift up, last set. Be mindful of the breath. Nice big inhales, nice long exhales. Switching now, last one. Okay, come back up to stand. Okay, and now inhale, sweep the arms to the sky, grab the right wrist, gently pull up, exhale, lean to the left. Inhale back to where you started, grab the left wrist. Inhale, pull that lift to the sky, exhale, lean to the right. Inhale back to neutral, release the wrist, arms float down. And now we're going to come into a standing noodle arm twist. We've done this together before. So as you twist to the left, remember that you pick up the right heel to protect that knee. As you twist to the right, you pick up the left heel to protect that knee. And then you're just going at a steady pace. And the arms are really heavy and floppy so that as you spin, they build up some momentum and you feel them slapping against you as you twist. Okay, and now slowly come to a stand. And now we're going to do that big breath of life that we've done together before. You're going to stand, make sure nothing's around you, especially in front of you now. You're on your mat. Feet are planted hip distance apart. The motion is like you're sitting down in your chair. So you're not going to round the back at all. You're going to have a nice straight back as you bend the knees, sink down into your chair, keeping the weight in your heels. So maybe practice that first without the arms. So that's what's happening with the lower body as you come down. It's just like you're coming into your chair over and over again. Okay? And now the arms are going to come up to the sky as you inhale and straighten the legs. On the exhale, you bend the knees and the arms float down by your sides. You let them come behind you as far as they're willing to go. And then you sweep them back up to the sky with the inhale. Exhale is through the mouth like you're fogging up a mirror so you can hear the breath. Big inhale through the nose as you come up. And it's a forceful exhale. So it's a big sharp inhale through the nose and a lifting to the sky, a big release of the arms and the exhale as you come down. Inhale as you come up, exhale down. Two more, exhaling down, inhaling up, exhaling down, and then the next time you come up, open the arms nice and wide, hinge in the hips, come into a bent knee forward fold, let the head and the arms be heavy. Find a little movement here, whatever feels good. And now inhale to a halfway lift. Exhale and fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Try to keep the legs nice and straight this time. Bending the knees, planting the hands on the mat. Step that right foot back and drop the knee. Come into a low lunge with that back knee down. So wiggling those right toes back, wiggling the left toes forward so you can sink down in the hips a little bit. Inhale, lift the hips, sink back in the hips, come into a hamstring stretch. So all you're doing is letting those left toes come back towards you. Keep that left leg nice and straight. Maybe you fold over the left leg. Inhale, lift up, walk the hands forward, come back into that knee down lunge. One more big breath. On the exhale, right back to that hamstring stretch. Inhale, come back to your knee down lunge and then just sweep the left leg back so you end up in tabletop. Let's take that left leg off to the side. You're on the inner edge of that foot. So the sole of the foot is lifted. You're just on the inner edge of the foot. And now let that foot slide away from you as you gently sink the hips back, just coming into an inner thigh stretch on that left leg. Not a big deal. Don't overdo it. Inhale, lift back up, bring that leg back in, and make circles with that hip. So circles in the air with that knee. Medium-sized pizza. Opposite direction. Okay, gently lower that knee and bring down and bring the right foot forward, coming into that low lunge now on the opposite side with that back knee down. Be mindful of the stretch. Slide left toes back, right toes forward. Sink down into the lunge. Inhale, lift up, hips come back. Fingertips come back towards you. And now you're flexing the right foot, bringing those toes towards you. Keeping that right leg nice and straight, maybe folding over the leg. Inhale, lift up, come back forward to your low lunge. One more big breath. Exhale back to your hamstring stretch. Another full round of breath there. And then on the next inhale, you'll walk yourself back forward to that lunge again. Sweep the right foot back. You're in tabletop. Extend the right foot now off to the right. You're on the inner edge of that foot. Sole of the right foot is lifted. You're on the inner edge. And now let that foot slide away. Sink back in the hips just until you feel a nice stretch on that right inner thigh. Inhale, lift up. Bring that knee in. Bend the knee. Circles in the air with that leg. With that knee, motion comes from the hip. Nice and slow. Change directions. Good. Lower that knee down. Bring the left foot forward, back to that low lunge with the right foot back and the left foot forward. You're in the low lunge with that right knee down. Inhale, bring the hands to the left thigh. So now you're nice and upright. You're going to take the right arm to the sky. Exhale, start to turn your gaze to the left. Bring that right arm down to hook on the outer edge of the left leg. You are twisting to the left. Bring your left arm wherever it feels good. You're just twisting. Take a big breath in through your nose. Stay in that twist and exhale completely. Inhale, bring both hands back to that thigh. Press into that thigh so you can lift the hips up. Now you're not in a lunge anymore. You're kind of in this upright on one knee sort of thing. Okay? Take the right arm to the sky. Exhale, lower the right arm, sink down in the hips, come right back to where you were in that low lunge. Right arm to the sky, but stay sinking down. We're going back into the twist. You're in your low lunge with the back knee down. Hook that arm on the outside of that left leg. Big breath in. Exhale, hands back to stacked on the left thigh. Smile. Inhale, arms to the sky. Exhale, sweep the hands to the mat. Sweep the left leg back, right into tabletop. Inhale, come into cow. Exhale, round the back to cat. One more round. Inhaling to cow. Exhaling to cat. Flip the toes, lift the knees, exhale back to downward facing dog. And now look up at your hands, fingers spread nice and wide. Your thumbs line up, left to right. Walk your feet really wide on the mat and then sway your hips side to side, nice and slow. Walk the feet back to neutral. Slide forward to plank or knees down plank. Or forearm plank, whatever feels best. Really strong back, really strong belly. Lift towards the sky with the back of your neck. Keep your gaze down between your thumbs. Try not to lock the elbows. Press down on the fingertips as much as you can to take some of the weight out of the wrists. Exhale, lower the knees if they're lifted. Tops of the feet come down. Lower all the way down to the mat in one straight line. And now keep the hands planted right under your shoulders with the fingers spread wide, but there's no weight in them. They're just resting on the mat. Gently draw your shoulder blades together. Draw your belly button in. Lift your gaze just slightly off the front of the mat. That's all you're doing. No pressure in the hands. Gently drawing the shoulder blades together, drawing the belly button in. And now engage your thighs and your kneecaps so that they're lifted off the mat. You're pressing down on the feet, but the thighs and the kneecaps are engaged and lifted off the mat. Hip bones are still down. Drawing the belly button in. No weight in the hands, just drawing the shoulder blades together. Keep your tongue relaxed. Keep your breath soft. Relax your legs. Now press into the hands. Keep squeezing the elbows in, shoulder blades together. Press into the hands to lift up to cobra. Exhale and lower. And then one more time. Inhale up to cobra. Exhale and lower. This time press into the hands, lift up through cobra, flip the toes, lift the knees, downward facing dog. Really let the shoulders relax, shoulder blades melt down the back. Smooth breath. And now float forward just to drop the knees. And now we'll bring the right foot forward between the hands. We're finding that low lunge with the back knee down. Wiggle the right toes forward. Wiggle the left toes back, sink down in the hips. Bring the hands to that right thigh. If you feel wobbly, find your focal point in front of you. When you press into the thigh, it helps you lift more upright. Take the left arm to the sky. On the exhale, turn your gaze, your chest to the right, and let that left arm come down. It's hooking on the outside of that right thigh to give you leverage to deepen the twist. Take your right hand, right arm to wherever it feels comfortable. Easy breath. Focal point. Find a focal point if you're wobbly. Inhale, come back to where you were. Lift the hips up a little bit. You're just coming out of that lunge. You're just lifting the hips up, so now you're just more upright in your torso. Okay, take the left arm to the sky. Exhale, left arm down. Sink down into your hips, come back into your lunge. Inhale, left arm to the sky. Exhale, find the twist again. Left arm hooks outside the right thigh. Right arm wherever it feels best. Inhale, unwind. Hands stacked on the top of the right thigh again. Inhale, arms to the sky. Exhale, hands to the mat. Sweep that right foot back. Big toes together, knees open wide. Exhale, sink back to child's pose. Inhale, lift up and walk your hands off to the right. And now spread the fingers wide. Tiptoe the fingers away from you. Exhale, sink down. Big breath in, stay for that next exhale. And then on the next inhale, lift up. Gently walk the hands back through the center of the mat and off to the left. So you're finding that walking to the left first, and then get extension by tiptoeing the fingers away from you and sink down. Big breath in. Nice long exhale. Inhale, lift up, walk the hands back to the mat, drop the elbows down, forearms are down, hands together in prayer. Make sure the elbows are right under the shoulders. The knees right now are right under the hips. Flip the toes, lift the knees, exhale, back in the heels, back in the hips, you're in dolphin. Just like down dog, but now you're on your forearms. And now wiggle the toes back a little bit. You have the choice to stay here or to come up on the tippy toes and start to walk the toes towards the knees. Walk your feet closer to your elbows, I meant, not your knees. And then sink back in the heels. All you're doing is shortening your stance. There's more weight and then more weight in the arms. Keep the head heavy, gazes between the toes. I know everybody walk the toes all the way back. Slide yourself forward to a forearm plank or knees down forearm plank. Knees down, tops of the feet down. Come to the hands. Exhale back to child's pose. Nice and soft in your belly. Soften your breath. Inhale and lift up. Sweep the feet to one side, come to seated. And now we're going to come into a nice long restorative twist. And then we're going to make our way into our short yoga nidra. So for the restorative twist, I'd like you to have a little bit of support. Okay? The support helps hold you in a pose so that you're more comfortable for a longer period of time. We're going to twist with our knee to the right first. So find something, a pillow, cushion, towel, blanket. Maybe you have blocks, maybe you have a bolster. And you're going to have that just to the left of the mat. And now, before we come into the twist, let's come all the way down onto your back and then draw the knees into your chest. And gently rock side to side. And one more thing before we twist, we're going to come into that figure 4 or supine pigeon again. Let's do the right ankle on top of the left thigh, both knees deeply bent, both feet flexed, clasp hands behind the left thigh. Draw that leg in and then gently press the right inner thigh away at the same time. So a pulling in of the left, a gentle pressing away of the right with the elbow. Rocking on your lower back if that feels good. Release, uncross, same thing on the opposite side. Release. Extend both legs out on the mat. So now that left leg is going to stay nice and straight. You have your support just to the left of you. Draw the knee in towards your chest. Clasp hands around that knee to gently draw it in a little bit closer. Keep that drawing in of the knee now as you hold the knee with your left hand and drape the knee across your body to find your support. You want the leg to be resting on it. And now you'll press into that left hip and the back of your head so that you can lift the shoulder blades and try to get both of them more flat on the mat. The left hand can stay resting on that left leg. Remember the right leg. The left leg nice and straight, stretched out on the mat. Right knee draped across your body, resting on whatever prop you have there. And then the right arm is extended in a way that feels good. Maybe you shift your gaze off to the right to deepen the twist. Notice where you're gripping that you don't need to be. Relax the left thigh, the right thigh, the belly, the arms, the shoulders. You're just here in the twist, receiving all the benefits of this twist. Try to soften and soften a little bit more. Inhale and bring that knee back through center, and then let that knee fall open to the right. You can use the right hand to support the knee. Just let that right foot rest. The outer edge of that right foot is just going to rest on the mat towards that left inner thigh. And then bring the knee back to center and extend that leg on the mat. And now bringing your props to the right side. And extending that right leg straight out on the mat. Draw the left knee in towards the chest, clasping hands around that knee. And then using the hand to drape that knee. So right hand on the left knee to drape the knee across your body and find your props. All the same things that you did on the other side. Soft and restful in your muscles and your breath. Just still allowing your body to receive the benefits of this twist. And now holding that knee and gently bringing it back through center, letting it fall open to the left. Drawing the knee back to center, extending that leg on the mat and the arms up overhead to rest on the floor above you, coming into a really gentle, soft, full body stretch with a really soft, big breath in, extending with fingertips, extending with your tippy toes, and then an exhale through the mouth. Arms float down by your sides. Get as warm and comfortable as possible for your short Yoga Nidra meditation. Close your eyes. Begin to feel yourself moving back from your everyday life. You are taking a journey to be good to yourself, to rest deeply. You are safe and protected in this space. Allow your body to be as comfortable as possible. Sink deep into the earth. Let the ground hold you. Take a deep breath in and exhale slowly, letting tension melt away. Be still. Silently repeat an intention 3 times, stated in the present tense as if it is happening right now, such as, I am complete. Letting your intention resonate with your heart. Now we will journey into the body. As a body part is named, allow that body part to relax as completely as possible. Space between the eyebrows, hollow of the throat, right shoulder joint, right elbow joint, the bend of the right wrist joint, the right hand, the bend of the right wrist joint, right elbow joint, right shoulder joint, hollow of the throat, left shoulder joint, left elbow joint, the bend of the left wrist joint, the right hand, the left hand, the bend of the left wrist joint, left elbow joint, left shoulder joint, hollow of the throat, heart center, solar plexus, navel center, right hip joint, right knee joint, right ankle joint, the right toes, right ankle joint, right knee joint, right hip joint, navel center, left hip joint, left knee joint, left ankle joint, the left toes, left ankle joint, left knee joint, left hip joint, navel center, solar plexus, heart center, hollow of the throat, space between the eyebrows. Pay attention to sensation throughout your whole body. Rest your mind. If you have thoughts, picture yourself as a boat and the thoughts as extra things inside your hull. Slowly allow each thought to move over the side of the boat and into the water, where it gently floats away. Notice your body breathing, the soft, gentle movement of the belly rising and falling. Inhale slowly and exhale even slower. In and out. Imagine yourself lying on a red carpet in an open area of the woods. The sun is shining. Majestic green trees surround you, and beside you is a beautiful waterfall. You hear the sound of the waterfall, and you feel the warmth of the sun on your entire body. Slowly bring your awareness to the first power center, located between the tip of the tailbone and the bottom of the pubic bone. Visualize bright red light moving through this area at the base of your spine. As you're lying on the red carpet, deeply relaxed and warm, grounded to the earth, you notice the carpet's color turning to a deep, rich orange. You bring your awareness to the second power center, visualizing a deep orange color moving through your lower abdomen and into your reproductive area, lower back, and sacrum. Follow this orange light with slow inhales and exhales. Feeling, no thinking. Listen to the sound of the waterfall as the orange light begins to sink deeper and deeper into your lower spine and into your second power center. Relax and feel. Now bring your attention to the space between your eyebrows and rest here. Let go of all fear. Experience total peace and stillness. Witness a light inside of you come on. This is your internal power switch, your connection to divine, your highest being. Silently repeat your intention 3 times. Your intention is planted like a seed into the depths of the rich, moist soil. Affirm the following: I am grounded, safe, and supported. My life force flows freely. I am filled with vitality and creative energy. Notice sensation in the front of the body, behind the body, above and below. If there are any areas of your body that need healing, send light to those areas now. Now take a deep breath in through your heart. Follow your breath and see where it lands in your body. Everything is okay. Feel this. Everything is okay. Notice the sensation of rest in your body. Yoga Nidra is complete. Resting here now in Shavasana. Start to deepen your inhales. Gently move fingers and toes. Drawing your knees into your chest, rolling to your right side and pausing in fetal position. You can use your arm as a pillow. And slowly rising up to seated. If you have time, now would be a wonderful time to pause and simply breathe and stay in that place of stillness and peace. Otherwise, drawing hands to heart in Anjali Mudra. Your happiness is the medicine the world needs. It is entirely true that just allowing happiness feeds all of those in the world. I am here for you. I know you are here for me. And we both know all is well. Namaste. Be well, yogis.